I gotta get my chai tea. My chai tea. Well, I can't. I want a straw. There we go. Oh, I should have frothed the milk next time when I'm not about to do a talk, but I just wanted some caffeine because I'm super tired. Wow, that's hot. That's hotter. I put it in for a minute and I just tasted it and it was like lukewarm at most, so I just...
That's hot.
No, it wasn't. And then I put it on for 3 minutes and now it's super hot. That's beyond straw hot. I gotta let that cool down. We'll give that a few minutes. My chai tea. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. This song just came on, and it's exactly how I feel. It's a slowed down Diplo remix, Glass Animals. I can't because I'll just... I'm extra impressionable right now. I'll listen to the lone cry of the cedar flute. Spa music. That's the kind of stuff that comes up. Anyway, I'm just super... I'm like... But I get up at 5 and I have pretty busy days. And I went and did a walk around this morning. I don't like being around people anymore. People aren't so much fun to be around no more. A lot of going on. I'm kind of sad about Shelley Duvall. I mean, I never was so... I always appreciated people for the roles that they played, you know? I don't know who they are in real life. She seemed like a nice lady. I did track her whole career and her whole life, and she just turned 75 like 4 days ago, and then she just transitioned onto the afterlife, the next life. See, I think, and then people get reincarnated and they come back to Earth, and they get born again, and they try to learn from the lessons of their last incarnation, and now more and more people are remembering their past lives and stuff like that. It's less woo-woo. Everything's woo-woo, man. So turnover is so high right now, and whenever, and I think when people die, or as transition, everything they ever love is released into the universe, and so there's dibs on that love out there. So there's a lot of love going back out in the world, and a lot of love being flared, because I like seeing in my FYP movies of her, or old clips, because I got this because of Robin Williams, and or not Robin Williams, well, partially Robin Williams, more because of the movie Popeye, in which she played Olive Oyl. Because I thought it came out in 1977. I made a comment. I said, and I was wrong. It came out in 1980. 1980. The thing of it is, I mean, it's a club. She was in the club. I mean, it's on the island of Malta. That's a club within itself. From way back. They created that whole set on the island of Malta. I mean, why would they invest doing that unless it wasn't some sort of ritual? Because that's insane. Go look. Malta's by Crete. Go look where. There's no reason. They got sound stages in Los Angeles. They have all these Hawaii. They have all the Caribbean. But they chose specifically the island of Malta. That's just awful suspicious to me. Everything is. I got trust issues. That's alright. A lot of people do. So I'm seeing how we've gone through being without utilities for large periods of time, you know?
Yeah.
And we've done that in our life, and we had to learn how to use workarounds and be resourceful and stuff. And then I learned how to do more and more things in case things happen, I could take care of it myself. And now that's like rippled out, like the whole, they're really going through it. Oh, other people transitioning, so all their love is now a part of source for people to grab. Richard Simmons, because Richard Simmons did his because of who he was, and I was just this little enthralled, freaking drooling 2-year-old kid watching him. Is one of the reasons because he's a part of my frame of reference. I still at 50 take care of my body because of people like him. And then Dr. Ruth died. So all these people that transitioned together, they're all in the same soul contracts. They're all the same. They got similar aspects, and I wonder how else they were similar. So there's the astrology's getting spicy, and I appreciate their service. I appreciate all their contributions to what they gave the earth, all the positivity. You know, may they have learned from their mistakes. And Dr. Ruth, I always thought that's weird. She was the sex doctor, and I don't know at what point. I mean, where's the middle line of like what's acceptable? You know, that's like to each his own. That's private stuff. The only thing is like too many people have lived from their ego, have decided to F God, good orderly direction, ignore that little voice in their head that says, don't do weird, creepy shit, and, you know, don't do weird shit to animals and kids and stuff like that, like, don't make a world like that, and they override, there's something in their mind overrides that, and they do weird shit. And so all these weird people are oh yeah, and then what's his name? Somebody popped off something that made a noise, and then they all jumped on the dude that's running for president. It's all for ratings, man. You know, people in Houston have been, you know, and you know what? The whole thing about Houston. The whole thing about the situation in Texas is that how many people are suffering, straight up fucking going through shit, like dealing with situations they never thought that they had to deal with, you know? Like learning life lessons that are fucking hard. Like your food goes bad after a couple of days. It all goes bad. You know, get ice, you gotta get ice, and you know, you gotta get prepared better. And they learn. So next time, hopefully, and if any money that they get from the government, from, you know, being inconvenienced, I hope they use that to get generators and stuff like that. You know, because you can't rely on the people that get paid to take care of the infrastructure, because I've been talking about it 7 years. All my videos, I talk about how they keep buying themselves big trucks, that they pay themselves exorbitant wages, $120,000, $130,000, these linemen. I was going to be a lineman. That's why I've been tracking the job career field, because that's what my original career field was supposed to be when I originally got enlisted, when I first signed my life away. It was to be a lineman. And my course of action, which would have put me in an entirely different place for tech school, you know, my career would have been different. I probably would have been shot in Iraq. What? I probably would have been, if I would have stayed a lineman. The likelihood of me not being here is very high, because what linemen do is once we go and obliterate the people of Iraq, liberating them, fucking so stupid. We put our shit up, our communications. So we're the first to go. We put up our lines. And well, of course, you know, you go into somebody's house and you shit on their floor, they're not going to like it. And so I'm going to be target people that are putting up lines and stuff. They're going to be target practice. But I ended up an age instead. So, all because I started my period and I was 3 pounds over my max weight. That's for another story, for another day. Anyway, I had a life mentor. I had a sponsor back when I was in recovery, and she worked for Stratcom. She retired after like 32 years. They give you rewards if you've been a faithful, obedient servant. When you're a civilian or you work in the military, they give you rewards by where you're assigned to live. And so her last duty assignment, which is duty, because she's just getting paid to fucking vacation and put up all these tourist pictures all over Europe, because she got to live in Germany for 3 years. Germany. On the blood, sweat, and tears and broken backs of a lot of fucking taxpayers. This is like you're in the club. If she started in the BX, which is the store on base. Like she wasn't even in how people get their advantage, I don't know. But she would share with me things like how they'd send her on TDYs, temporary duty. It's a vacation. TDYs are vacation, pretty much, for more people than it is work. So they send all these like CEO basically of the military, these CEO types on these week vacations, and then they have scenarios and get to fly in helicopters and act out scenarios like the power grid's gone down. It's been so many days. Nobody has power. Food's scarce, blah, blah, blah. 3 days before people are eating each other is what their studies indicate, right? And I'm just like, but all these rich people, they're going to be fine because they're up in their glass houses and stuff like that. How rude, And I see what Houston is going through. Oh, God, I wiped out yesterday. I busted my knee open. I freaking just, like, my feet just, like, came together. And I just went, off a curb. And what happens is I trip over my own feet a lot. And once you start to fall, you just gotta fall. You just have to go with it. There's proper ways to fall. So I try not to get too mad about falling down, because I just look at it as practice. Because, you resist and you try and catch it, and you break bones. And so I got a pretty good track record of not breaking bones, knock on wood. So people in Houston, it's because of a freaking, it's a category 1. It's because of wage disputes. That's why people are out of power, because of, like, on strike. What a weird time and where are all the really good-hearted Americans that are fuck getting paid? We don't care. We're rednecks. We just get the goddamn job done. And we're just going to get people their power. We don't care if we get paid or if we get, you know what I mean? Like, we just got to do the decent right. Where are all those people at? Oh, they're parked in the parking lots at Walgreens and stuff, because they can't do anything because they're not going to get paid for hotels and food. So kind of greedy, I'd say. It's not real helpful. That ain't very helpful at all. But you're going to see more people coming together and taking care of each other, because that's what it's all about, I just heard a talk about with Ben Davis and space weather. Hey, we're on our own, poser flipping and all this stuff. And I noticed how the sun don't set in the west no more and stuff. I've been talking about it for a while, and I see how what he says is shows up in my life and things like that. thing of it is I live local. I pay attention to what's going on in the world as data inputs, but I live local, and that's the only place that really matters if things are going on. I think it's funny how the astrology is like, I heard 2 astrologers talking about a possible assassination. That's the astrology, and then something happens like that. I don't think nobody tried to shoot the dude. I think if somebody wanted to shoot him as him, they would have done it a long time ago. I think it was somebody making noise and people just flexed. Because that's what they do. Dude, I ain't never had a group of men protect me like that. And I've been in a lot of freaking dangerous situations. I'm not in the show. You got to be a part of the show. So Dr. Ruth, she always and Mom always talked about stuff openly, because I had to talk about stuff openly and honestly my whole entire life. It was awkward. I did keep the whole girls are pretty thing to myself for a long time, even though it wasn't no secret. I wasn't keeping that secret from nobody. Anyway, what else? So Shelley Duvall, Dr. Ruth, she was 95, 96. I'm sure Zach is all over that. He's all over the numbers on that. Have you learned to change a tire yet, dude? Hit me back up, or I'll check back in after that. Like, he's gonna be a dad soon. A lot of people are freaking going through it, dude. Like that. See, that's the thing, is you don't get out of this life without being impacted in some kind of way at some point. Like, life catches up to you. It's a trip, huh, Mom? Yeah. Mom and I are pretty okay. Like, I don't have to go out much, and day after tomorrow, or the Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever day, when they deliver the washer and dryer. I got home today. Oh, this is something, Fragine, if you're out there listening, this is hilarious how we were talking about somebody parked in that stall. I know who it was. When I walked out to open the gate to leave, I saw the maintenance truck over there. One of the guys that showed up in the maintenance truck, okay? So somebody here. It was somebody with the maintenance guy here doing maintenance, working on the neighbors, something or other. Okay, so I leave here. I go into town. I walk around a little bit. I wasn't really feeling it. It was starting to pick up. I went and got a burrito from the place that sells like $5, $6 tacos, and I was like, well, let me try with their burrito. And I got that and stuff, and walked back, and it was good. It was good. It was a good $12 burrito with the jalapeno. I didn't need the whole plate and over with full foil and all that stuff, though. But I earned it with my walk around, and I went to the store to get cream cheese because I want to do cream cheese chips. Coconut and Heath toffee pieces. Those are the next cookies I'm gonna make with the butter that I made last night. And I get back, and there's a truck in my actual driveway, like at the fence. Like, I couldn't pull in to where and then a dude was walking out and get something out of the passenger side, and I said, hey, you gotta move the truck. And I'm loud, I know he heard me, and he just la 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 like he didn't hear me. And so I back up and I pull around so I'm closer, and I said, I need to put this in there, so you need to put this anyplace else. And then he was like, oh, snap. There's my urgency. I didn't know where it was when you first talked to me. And I said, and hurry up, I'm hot. I'm really hot. And I really don't, I shouldn't have to, I shouldn't even be waiting at all. And then the neighbor comes over and he's just like arms up, like, why would you park? Why? Because people are so vacant. Because they're NPCs. They only think about themselves. That's what NPCs are to me. Static. Nah. White noise. Working harder, hardly working. They're the Taurons. They're all the people that do the same thing they're the people that participate in all the holidays. That's all the people that just go with the flow. That made the world complacent and then got us to all the craptastic where we are now. There, now it's warm enough I can drink it through the straw. So I'm buying this camera set. I've been looking around. I was like, because I don't know where my camera is since I moved. And it's the same camera that I got, I'm pretty sure, or maybe I got one, from when I went down. So it's 10 years old. And so I came across this one. Someone's selling a Nikon. I like Nikon. I'm team Nikon. I'm not team Canon. And it's like $1,300, $1,350 for 3 lenses and the body and camera cards. Like it's a good deal. So just trying to give myself things to do as I watch it to record the end of the Earth, because that's what I'm going to just do, is record all the data of how the planet is evolving from this age to the next, which is really funny because that's what my job was in the Air Force. I was an age ranger. I'm still an age ranger, helping to usher in the new age. Come on. That's not ironic at all. That's not no synchronicity. So, I ain't got much to do. I mean, I know that the energies, the potentials are just going to be too freaking much for me to even want to go out and be a part of planet Earth for the next 3 days. So I'm not going to be participating on planet Earth the next few days. I'm interested to watch how it plays out, though. It's getting spicy out there, man. And then you can already see, I'm seeing on my reels, like people just like, fuck it, dude. Like, we're living in lawlessness. It just hasn't like creeped out to everybody, but there's plenty of people in the U.S. have already experienced things that people are just right now waking up to the fact of their existence. This ain't new to a lot of people, but to most people it is. So stuff is gonna be weird for some time. And I can always grab a camera, slap a freaking lens on, and just go for a walkabout. There's always stuff that creator wants me to see and record. It's kind of cool. And that's what I do. I mean, that's what's on my business cards. I'm a photographer, snapnacks, and like I'll do somebody's like senior portraits. They could wash the Suburban, or something like that. Like, we're trying to bring back barter and stuff and get and provide nice memories for people, milestones in their life. I think it's good to record measurable goals that people have attained. I think that is good. And that's what all that stuff is. And I don't think people have to spend hundreds of dollars to get a couple hundred decent photos to remind them of a time of their life. I think that's selfish. It's pretty greedy. Look at that's why we live in a third world country, because we paying back the debt of what we sowed. That song London Bridge is falling down, and well, it's America. Corp USA is falling down. Everybody's all up in arms about this 2025 crap. My take on it, I hear my brother's voice. It's all political posturing, dude. It's a pamphlet. It's a 900-page pamphlet. It's a marketing. It's how we're gonna rebrand America. You want to rebrand America? In the Fed. Use the resources wasted on that and give it to the creatives and see how things change. Give it to the people that have good ideas and take it away from the dummies that have the bloodlines. It's easy, but we'll see. I don't know. I think a lot more people are like, another thing I'm seeing on my reels are people getting fed up and they don't got emotional control. And this dude, one guy was like trying to pick a fight with this peace-loving homie, just because he's mad at the world. So I'm glad to see the peace-loving homie turn the other cheek. Because to me, that takes a bigger man than calling some guy, telling him, oh, were you a man? You entice in a fight. Because you're mad about gas. Because you're stressed out. Because, but real men are chill and know how to handle situations. So, who's the real man? A lot of people are stressed out. So many people are stressed out. I know what that's like. I got years. 7 years I've been doing videos and people watch me be stressed out and then just try to act like everything, and just like using the tools that I have to just maintain and keep using positive choices. And there are times, positive coping skills, and there's 7 months in there that I'm drinking. I didn't have internet during a lot of that, so I was only doing videos like every 7 days too. But you could tell my spirit was void. I was void of spirit. So people are, I feel for people. It's hard lessons to learn, is to figure out how, prepared you are or unprepared you are. Let's see my freaking busted knee. Let's see. What's nice? Oh. Ugh. I don't think I can lift my leg up that high. Ugh. There it is. Boop. It busted my knee open. It even had a little piece of fleshy hangy part. I didn't even clean it yet. I don't want to. I'll take a shower later. But, we are in it. I wonder how long it's going to last. The collective wave of bullcrap. Like, where people are going to just be unhinged. At least between now and the end of the year. It's just going to be different instances of or situations of people are going to have to handle. I don't know how, I understand that politicians and these developers and the money people, I get that they don't have a soul. I understand that. I get that they have no problem because they have that in their brain that it's nothing personal. You got a big puddles of people that are just watching stupid stuff happen while they go without, and it makes them hard. It makes it harder for them to take care of their loved ones. You're gonna have more and more people acting out, and then with the temperatures as hot as they are, see, they're setting people up to get mad. They're like doing like my brother used to do, where he used to poke me in the back seat and taunt me and make and annoy me, and then I couldn't take it anymore, and I'd just erupt and I'd freaking lash out. to defend myself. And then he'd be like, Mom, see what she did? And they grow up to be politicians, and he's a politician, so I know how they act. And that's what they're doing. They're stroking the fire. They're creating a real hostile environment, so then people get hostile, and then they got to go in and with all the freaking to straighten up. So I don't know, hopefully it won't get to that. We'll see. It's a trip, because they're not doing much to help people. And I don't know. I never had fun in Texas. People were never nice to me when I was in Texas. They could have been nice to me, and I would have a completely different attitude about Texas, but they weren't. So, and a long time ago, I noticed how Texas was in the shape of a toilet. So, and then I was just like, and then like people that are just act so shitty. They come to Taos, and I look and I'm like, yep, they got Texas plates. I get why Texas is the shape of a toilet, because people can be so fucking shitty from there, man. But it's all right. Everybody gets there. If you're a shitty person, it comes back to you. It happens. Anyway, I think that's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Wait, did I talk about what I was going to talk about? What did I call today's talk? I said everything I was going to say. That's about all I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a rad day. Peace.